Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford F-150. We're working our way through the different guides here for the different trim levels on the F-150 because the order banks have opened up. You can place an order for a 2025 F-150. They're going to be scheduling orders probably pretty soon. And then for production, I can't remember when production starts here in about a month or so, or maybe a little longer. So you can place one, and we're going to cover in this video the Tremor trim. So this is, kind of the off-road trim, really, in a sense. If you're wanting to, this is what the serious off-roading, you can get the FX4 package, but this one here takes it to another level. And then, of course, we'll have the Raptor on top of that, which we're going to do after this video. So this is going to be very educational, let you know what standard equipment plus what's in the different equipment groups, packages, and standalone options in this one video. And hopefully you've watched some of our other videos and you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos either. We're going to timestamp this so you can move around. Some of the safety features are going to be similar to some of the other ones. Different things like that, as well as it looks like, for a lot of this safety features is the same as it was on the Lariat trim, but we'll be time stamping them if you want to move around in the video. There's a couple other segments we're going to get to and talk about, different gear ratios and stuff like that. This in here pretty much set at what gear ratio it is, so probably won't add that in there, but some other different packages and stuff. If you've watched those other videos, they'll be the same content, so you can move around in the video. And we're going to talk about ordering tips as well as our YouTube special. If you want to order with us, we're doing below MSRP pricing. So if you're wanting to order one from us, there's information about that. Timestamp will be down below for that. But let's just jump in here and go through this. We're going to use Ford's build and price. I'm going to pull this up. I want to show you where to go for this information. If you go to vehicles, if you're on a desktop, like I am right now on this, go to trucks and vans, and then you'll see F-150. And then you'll see 24 model year information. Now, if you're on a mobile, or a tablet, you'll also see 24 model year. But unlike a desktop, down here where it says 24, you can hit the 25. That is not there for the mobile. So if you're on a mobile device or a tablet, you'll actually want to go up here to shop and then go to build and price. And then you'll find it under that. Here, it's just automatically going to this because we keep going to the same stuff and it wants to refresh that. But that's where you're going to look for it on a mobile. But on a desktop, we're going to click in here, go down. We're going to hit 25 model year. And then on that, we're going to hit the build and price over here. So that's a little difference between mobile and desktop. And then right here, we're going to hit the 25 model year. So we can talking about these. Of course, the Tremor only comes in Super Crew configuration. Now, if you want a regular cab, you're restricted to the XL trim. If you're wanting a super cab, you're restricted to XL, STX, and XLT trim. Super Crew, though, has all 8 trim levels are available in the Super Crew configuration. I think when you go to 6.5 foot bed, you lose the Tremor. There you go. Tremor and Raptor aren't available in the 6.5 foot bed. So again, here's how it's available for the Tremor. Super Crew, 5.5 foot bed, 4x4 only. That's your Tremor, and that's the only configuration. 64,715 is where that starts. Let's click in here and go to this. So, all right. So we're going to see in here, we're going to go to powertrain information first and kind of talk about that and get started on that. Standard powertrain for this is the 5.0 liter V8 engine with the auto start stop technology. Come up to stop light, stop sign, press the brake. It's going to shut the vehicle off. Let go of the brake. It's going to turn it back on. You can also hit the A with the circle around it. For each engine cycle, you have to do that every time you start the vehicle. That'll deactivate it for that engine cycle. Now, you'll see in here that 3.5 EcoBoost, that is optional for you, but you'll notice no cost option. But we'll get into optional equipment in just a little bit for that. Also, electronic 10-speed automatic transmission, select shift automatic with a progressive range select, 4x4 shift on the fly with neutral toe capabilities as well. And for your selectable drive mode, you're going to have a normal, an eco, sport, tow haul, slippery, deep sow, sand, mud rut, and for the Tremor, you'll also have a rock crawl mode. We haven't seen that mode on any of the trim levels we've talked about yet. We'll also see that in the Raptor as well. You'll also get the trail control with the one pedal drive and the trail turn assist. You don't have to go up to Raptor to get this. We're seeing a lot of these. Now, let's break these down. The trail control, I like to say it's like cruise control for the trail. Anywhere from 1 mile an hour to like 19 miles an hour, maybe even go up to 20. You can set that cruise control for the trail. it takes care of all that. So you can worry about the steering and everything. So that way you don't have to worry about coming down off rocks or whatever, and maybe hitting the brake when you don't need to and that stuff, and you don't have to do that. So that kind of helps out with that, keeping that speed for the trail. Also, you can do the trail one pedal drive. Trail one pedal drive, if you're in a situation where you're maybe going up or maybe you're coming down off that rock and you know that you need to kind of brake, but you kind of gotta hit that accelerator, kind of get up over that rock, and then as soon as it goes down, you don't want to keep going fast. You want to slow down. So a lot of times you use a 2 pedal system, left foot brake, and that kind of thing. This here helps you because now you don't have to worry about that. When you let go of the accelerator, it's braking. So it's automatically braking for you. So some people like that. I'm not a huge fan of it, but that is something that's available, is capable of this. Trail turn assist as well. So in those tight situations, tight switchbacks and such, trail turn assist can help, kind of turn it. So what it does is kind of breaks that inner wheel on the back, left or right, as you turn around on that trail. Also, we do have for this, the gear ratio is going to be a 373 electronic locking gear ratio. So you're going to have that 9.75 gear set as well. So that's this is your off-road capable vehicle right here, right? You will also have unique Tremor control arms on this and unique Tremor front knuckle as well. So again, off-road capabilities here with the suspension, everything you get. Increased ride height, improved approach and departure angles for this one here. You don't have that air dam underneath to help get in the way or anything like that. We do have electric park brake with the auto hold and hill start assist and hill descent control. You're going to get all those. So hill descent control is similar to the trail control, but this allows you to go under 1 mile an hour with the hill descent control. And then we do have of course, fully boxed steel frame, front independent suspension, fail-safe cooling system, everything else like that you'd normally expect. For your, of course, the springs, you're going to have leaf springs in the back, coil springs in the front, and then on the shocks, off-road front and rear shocks, Tremor logo on the rear ones back there so people can see that. And then, of course, power rack and pinion steering as well. So very capable. Now, let's get into, give me a second here. Okay, now for the safety features, I did actually record on the Lariat for the Platinum as well as the King Ranch safety features, and they're going to have all the same safety features that we did see on the Lariat trim that are standard on the Tremor. So I'm going to play that clip. If you've watched those videos, now would be a good time to go ahead and kick over to the exterior timestamp you can find down below. But if this is the only video you want to watch, you want a Tremor. So let me go through those safety features. Here's that clip for you. And these are different than they are. A couple different features on safety than we did see in the XL, STX, and XLT. So if you watch those, a lot of them are the same, except for a couple technologies that have been upgraded from the XLT that are part of the Copilot 360 Assist 2.0. So let's go through these real quick here for you. For airbags, you have a driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have a driver and passenger seat mounted side impact airbag. That's going to deploy from the seat if you have that side collision. Safety canopy side curtain airbag. That's going to deploy down from the roof to help from, with the rollover sensor. It's going to help from breaking glass, sheet metal coming in and hurting you, and that kind of thing. Advanced track with roll stability control, and also includes curve control. So if you're going into that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick out, it's going to use a series of brakes in milliseconds to keep you going on your intended path. We have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking that includes pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, dynamic brake support. So the way this works is if you're going at slow enough speed, it'll actually sense those pedestrians coming by. Otherwise, also the forward collision warning lets you know if there's a vehicle maybe going too slow and at the current speed you're going to hit them, then it's going to activate and it's going to have dynamic brake support that's going to preload those brakes for you so you can stop even faster. We do have post-collision braking. So if you're in an accident, it's going to brake the vehicle if you don't put it in park. We also have intersection assist. So if you're coming across the intersection and there's someone coming and maybe you're not paying attention, maybe there's 2 lanes and you can't see them, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't hopefully have that that accident, or you're not both going full speed when you do have that accident. We do have automatic emergency braking oncoming. So that is something new that we did see that in the Maverick for this year, and now it's going to be introduced into the F-150. And so we assume what that means is that if you have somebody that comes over, maybe they cross the line and they're right in front of you, it's going to brake the vehicle. So again, Both of you going full speed, that collision is going to be more severe. But if it can break you, then maybe it's a less severe accident. So that's what that's for. Evasive steering assist. So maybe you can't avoid the person in front of you. Maybe they did brake real quick and you're maybe real close to them and you're not able to brake in time to stop. You can try to avoid them, evade them basically. Then it'll help with the steering around them. So how those are different from the XLT trim level is they said camera only on XLT. And again, I'm going to get some clarification on that. We don't have information yet in the eSource book for us for dealers yet on exactly what that means. SOS post-crash alert system. It's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. And then we also do have lane keeping system, which includes a lane keeping alert, the aid, the driver alert, and the road edge detection. So road edge detection is kind of cool because if it gets over to close to the edge of that road, some of those edges are right on the line, it's going to kind of alert you and let you know. So it kind of puts that on there. I actually had that happen to the Expedition recently. And then you have driver alerts that also alerts you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often. And then the lane keeping aid and alert, they can be worked together or separately. So the alert's going to do is it's going to let you go over that line, but it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've crossed over that line. The aid system will activate earlier and try to keep you in your lane. You see those zones there on the screen. And then we do have perimeter alarm. That's going to, when you lock that vehicle up, there's nobody inside, no pets or anything. It's going to secure that to vehicle. So if someone tries to break glass, get inside, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights. Also works with the inclination sensors. So if someone tries to take your wheels, it'll do the same thing. Security lock, passive, and a theft system. What that basically means is simply that only the coded key can start the vehicle. So if somebody tries to hotwire or whatever, it's going to set the alarm off and everything too. So Ford security package. That is a 1-year activation for this. And this is going to allow you to be able to connect with law enforcement to help secure your vehicle, because you can find out where your vehicle is located because of the Ford Pass Connect. So now they're using that as a package to be able to give that information to law enforcement so they can go and retrieve your vehicle for you. So you get 1-year activation of that for free. So now let's get into these exterior features here for the Tremor. Of course, very distinct look here, and I really love the look of the Tremors. For the grill here, it is going to have a unique grill. It is a coast-to-coast grill like you do see on the STX XLT. Much different design here. You see, fewer different spots in here in the grill. That just allows for maximum airflow in to the engine to help cool it off. You also see the nice orange accents and bars that go across here too. You'll have that with the black outer grill. So it looks really cool. Active orange color on that. You will have 360 camera. So camera on the front, camera on both exterior mirrors in the back, so you can see completely around the vehicle there. LED reflector headlights with the black bezel as well, like we do see on the XLT trim here. And what you're gonna see, probably hear me say that a lot, because I feel like the Tremor 401A, which is the standard Tremor, is going to have, in a sense, your XLT equipment. We'll talk about 402A, and I always say 402A is more like Lariat type of equipment. So if you notice that I say XLT a lot, that's probably why. All right, so on this, we do have the auto lamp. So automatic headlights, so they'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. And then we do have daytime running lights. They can be configured on. You can control that in the cluster. Rain lamp. So that's a wiper activated headlights. So when the wipers are on, the headlights will come on. We also do have auto high beams. So a lot like your automatic headlights, in that those high beams will come on. If you're in the city lights or someone approaches you, it's going to turn them off. Now that is something you can shut off in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. We do have LED fog lights as well. So positioned right down here, LED fog lights for you. We have body colored bumpers on the front. So you'll notice does have the sensing. So front sensing system up here as well. Actually, yeah. Tow hooks. We'll have 2 front tow hooks. All your 4x4s will have that as on there. Skid plates underneath. So you can kind of see that right here. You're going to have a nice skid plate. Again, better approach angle and departure angle. So you have a skid plate underneath there. Doesn't tell us what they protect, but I believe it's going to be your front skid plate. Probably cover the engine, transfer case, maybe even the fuel tank back there. So it should protect it from going off-road. Your wheels, 18-inch alloy wheel with the dark matte finish to it. So love the look of that wheel. The tire is going to be a 275/70 R18 all-terrain tire. So lots of sidewall there for the tire pressure monitoring system for all 4 of those tires. 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well there. We do have for the mirrors, manual fold mirrors here. So they're going to be black. So you're going to have the black skull caps like you do on the XLT, of course. Your mirrors will be a power and heated feature on the mirrors, turn signal indicator on the outside. You also will have the high security approach lamp as well, that down for it, so you can see down beside the vehicle. LED side mirror spotlights as well on the vehicle too, so you'll have that. So there you go. And then driver's side auto dimming mirror, maybe I might need to look into that, because that actually not that may not be true. So let me backtrack on that. Bliss with cross traffic alert. So blind spot information system. If there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. We also do have, and then of course, as you're backing up, that cross traffic alert, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you and let you know that, and so that you can, sense. But sensors will go off and a light and everything else. Now, I did look just to double check on the mirrors. Yes, on the mirrors, the auto dimming mirror feature is not part of this. It's part of the 402A. So I want to kind of update that for you there too. But it does look like it does have the turn signal on the indicator. It does have 360 camera and everything. So it should have the light, the security approach lamp as well there. All right, the fender badge is going to be a nice Tremor fender badge. And if you move this, you kind of actually can see the orange accents in there as well for you. So that's cool. Also, body colored door handles right there. Two for you, getting ahead of myself here. We also do have intelligent access with push button start with approach detection. So you just put your hands on the door handle, automatically unlock the vehicle light to get in and out, and even start the vehicle and lock it without getting the keys out. Does have remote start as well. So what are you going to see here? I keep mentioning, kind of referring to the XLT. I'd say not necessarily a standard XLT, but the XLT with a 302A. So this is where the intelligent access comes on the XLT 302A. We do have the Beltline molding that's going to be black. We also do have unique off-road style running boards. I do like the running boards. They're similar to what you see on the Tremor, I believe. Easy fuel capless filler door. No cap to worry about leaving behind. Just open that door up, fill it up. When you're done, just replace that into the gas pump. And then does have the extended range 36-gallon fuel tank as well for this. Buckside decal, it's going to say Tremor on there as well. And then on the back, cargo lamp, the integrated with the center high mounted stoplight on the back. Rear privacy glass, so these back windows and back glass. And we do have rear defrost on that back glass as well. And then also power sliding rear window. You can see that in that image right there. Power sliding rear window as well. Body colored rear bumper as well with the reverse sensing in those. You can see that. You can't. It's kind of funny because it does have rear exit dual exhaust with tow hooks back here, but the dual exhaust isn't showing. It's kind of funny. Actually, I'm going to turn this just one more. It still isn't showing. Anyway, it's got the dual exhaust with those tips. I believe they're chrome tips on the back there too. It's kind of funny. Anyway, you do have a for the spare tires. Oh, also rear view camera back here, so you can be able to see as you're backing up, get sensors so you can alert if you back up. If you don't pay attention to any of that, it does have reverse brake assist that will brake the vehicle so you don't hit anybody or run over any bikes or anything on your driveway. Right. Tremor on the back as well on the tailgate back there too, and then your spare tires can be tucked underneath just like all the other vehicles. We'll have, in this case, a heavy-duty jack. We do see this on this as well as the Raptor. That'll be positioned behind the back seat on the passenger side of the cab. We do also have the Class 4 receiver hitch, so you can have that with the 4-pin, 7-pin wiring. Also, the smart trailer tow connector, so it kind of takes you through the steps, the checklist, to make sure that you're connecting up the vehicle. Trailer sway control as well. And because you have the 360-degree camera, you also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist and the Pro Trailer Hitch Assist. It uses that dial to back up either the trailer using controlling that dial using a trailer, or backing up to a trailer if you don't have it connected and hitching up by yourself. 4 pickup box tie downs. You can kind of see one of them right there. There's one on each of the 4 corners. We also do have a bed storage box on the passenger side. It'll be inside the bed over there. And we do have the zone lighting. Oh, before that, Pro Power onboard, 2 kilowatt Pro Power onboard on the driver's side over there. And then we'll have the zone lighting that uses the lights back here on the tail lights, of course, the headlights and the security approach lamp to light up completely around the vehicle. You can pick your zone or pick all 4. Okay, that's that. Man, just a sweet looking rig right there. I love the look of the Tremor. Now, on the inside, you'll have illuminated entry, so you'll use those map lights to illuminate inside. It does have fade to off interior lighting. It means once you shut the doors, it'll eventually fade that off. Carpeted flooring in here with the special carpeted floor mats with the Tremor logo on those as well. And then scuff plates are going to be molded in black here. And then the door trim is going to be a soft door trim over there. You're going to see the orange stitching on the door as well. And then we do have matte pockets and grab handle and everything like that. On the vents, you do have, just like the others, they're going to be black vents with the chrome there. I love the little accent orange on the cross, the instrument panel. We'll get in the steering wheel in just a second. I won't get ahead of myself. Grab handles you'll see on the A pillar right there as well. And then there's also some on the B pillar getting in to help you assist getting in and out of the vehicle. Now for the seats, a unique black sport cloth seat. It is a 40-20-40 in the front with a flow-through console and floor shifter, just like that. Active orange stitching on the seats. Tremor on the backrest, you'll see that. So you see this orange stitching on the seats on the console as well. So that looks real nice. And then also 10-way power driver seat and multi-adjustable power passenger seat. I think it's an 8-way. So I think it'll go forward and back, up and down. Power lumbar looks like and everything. Heated seats in the front. So driver and front passenger will have heated seats as well. And then the rear will have the same cloth seats back here with the same stitching on there. Will not have the trim on the backrest though. And then USB charging ports on the back of the console, and it'll have the 60-40 split bench seat, so the seat cushion can go up. It is showing under seat storage. It's showing this. I don't believe that is correct. So that is actually something that we only see on the Platinum Edition now. So that is probably brought this image over from last year. I don't think that that's got the partitioned underseat storage. It might be part of the 402A, but it will not be standard equipment. I can guarantee that. Yeah, we'll get into 402A in just a little bit. All right. And then for the windows, power windows and power locks and everything, the windows are going to be one touch up and down for the front windows. And then, of course, power rear windows, power locks with the auto lock and auto unlock as well. And power adjustable pedals. They'll go forward and back for you. 12-inch productivity screen that's standard on every F-150. We do have a black urethane. It does say manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It is showing a premium steering wheel with the orange stitching. I'm not seeing that in my notes, but that could be correct. Let me look here. No, that is not correct. So I believe it is a urethane steering wheel. So I think this is an incorrect thing on here as well. As we did see with the underseat storage there. So we do have, this I mentioned, BlueCruise. You get 90-day trial of BlueCruise. Does have the driver's state detection, so you'll have sensors here. So even if you don't activate the BlueCruise after 90 days, you're still going to have that, and it'll probably still warn you if you're not paying attention and have your eyes on the road. Adaptive cruise control now for those that don't know, the BlueCruise is your hands-free driving. So it's going to go ahead and keep you going. There's certain divided highways that this works on, and you're going to be able to just take your hands off the steering wheel and just be able to relax. You get that, again, for 90 days. If you want to pay for the subscription after that, you can. But you get 90 days with that. And then also after that, you'll have then adaptive cruise control. So that's going to have your lane centering, predictive speed assist, and your stop and go. So adaptive cruise, if you're coming up behind somebody, it'll slow you down to go their speed. So you don't, without you having to press the brake. When it's past safe to resume, it'll speed you back up to your speed that you have. Predict also brings it to complete stop. So if they can come to complete stop, so will you without having to press your brake. And then predictive speed assist is like speed sign recognition, as well as predicting your speed going into curves and stuff like that. So we also do have the dual zone electric automatic temperature control. So that means the driver and front passenger have two different temperatures. We have B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen with HD radio. Also gives you 8 speakers for that, with including a subwoofer. We also do have the Sync 4 with a 12-inch LCD touchscreen. We have information on demand, so you can just swipe that over. We do have 911 Assist, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto that's wireless. We also have digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, over-the-air updates, all those different things, and connected navigation for 1 year service. You get that for 1 year included as well. Okay, and we also do have up here for the mirror. It is a day-night mirror, so there should be a lever underneath. Again, a couple different errors on these videos here, these pictures here. We do have 6 upfitter switches in the overhead console bin up there, so you can set those up. They're right up here. You can't see them in this image. We also do have for the visors, driver and front passenger have covered mirrors, and we do have on the console itself or instrument panel auxiliary switches there. We also do have PowerPoint, 2 USB charging ports. Also, if you slide that door open, you'll be 2 more USB charging ports down there. And then also we'll have the Ford Pass Connect, which allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download, connect your vehicle in. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, unlock and lock your vehicle, check the status of your vehicle, where it's parked. And when I say check the status, we're talking about the tire pressure and the fuel that's on your vehicle, that kind of stuff. And for 3 months, you'll get 5G LTE Wi-Fi hotspots connect up to 10 different devices. If you want it longer than 3 months, you'll have to pay for subscription through AT&T. Okay. Now let's talk about the different colors that are standard equipment. Now, first of all, let's talk about interior. I believe that is the only interior options is black environment here. That is your option. no other options. It's kind of like what Henry Ford used to say. You can pick any color as long as it's black. Well, that's what it is for the interior. Now for the exterior though, you do have some choices here. We do have agate black. We do also have, I always wonder if I said that wrong. We do have antimatter blue, and those are no-cost colors. We have carbonized gray as well, iconic silver, Oxford white, and we do have space white, which is returning. That was a color that we had a couple years ago that's been returned for this. So there you go. So those are different color options here for you. So not a lot of bright colors there, but there's some great options that would look really good with the orange accents right there. We'll leave it on the space white, which is again, it's a new color for this year because it wasn't available last year, but not really new to Ford. It was available prior to this. So, all right. Now we're going to move on and talk about some different packages available, and we're going to talk about equipment groups. Everything we talked about so far is part of the 401A equipment group. There is a 402A equipment group. It is $11,710, and this is what I say gives you kind of the lariat features in a sense, right? I think 401A is very well equipped. As you can see, 402A is going to get you some of those luxury features and some other packages included as well in there. Some of these we've already talked about that are already included in that. But let's go through this package here. And actually, let's go ahead and click on it. And then instead of looking at this, I'll go through and make sure I cover everything. And you can check this out. So this package here is going to get you, this is going to get you a couple packages. We'll talk about that towards the end. One of the things you will get is on the back, you will get LED tail lights before. I think it's incandescent before that on this trim. You also on the front, one of the things I really like about this is you get this modular front bumper up here. That looks cool. It's been seen in all the media stuff last year. So modular front bumper and the carbon black rear bumper as well. So you're going to get a different rear bumper back here too. So carbon black instead of body colored. So that kind of matches up the bumpers that way. So you're going to get, they still don't have the exhaust tips back there. That's funny. We do have a high lock transfer case as well. So that's going to be an upgrade for your transfer case. 2-speed automatic 4-wheel drive with the mechanical locking 4-wheel drive as well. So that's your auto 4x4 setting there. Again, that's your Larry. That's what you see when you first go to Larry. You get that type of automatic 4-wheel drive system. So also you get the front axle with the torsion differential. So this is going to be an upgrade for you, that giving you that torsion differential there for you. And I think I'll get the gear ratio on that. If I figure out what that is, I'll get the gear ratio on that for you and let you know. Also, rain sensing wipers. So rain sensing wipers are not kind of nice. You can have them one of the intermittent settings. It's going to go ahead when it starts to rain, start turning on the wipers. As it rains faster, it's going to wipe, or rain harder, it's going to wipe faster. There you go. Now here's on the mirrors where you get a different skull cap. As you can see, body colored skull cap there. Also does give you here the auto dimming driver side view mirror to that as well. So it's going to dim that mirror when cars want to pass you, on those with those bright lights. It'll dim that mirror. Also, you're going to get the memory for the mirrors. So those are 3 upgraded features you get on that mirror itself when you have that as well there for you. So, and then you're going to get the auto dimming rear view mirror on the inside as well. Power adjustable pedals now will come with memory feature. Again, just like the mirrors, memory, and the driver will get memory as well. So the driver's seats. So in fact, talking about the driver's seat, let's get into the interior. You'll notice the upgraded interior. Now the driver's seat already had power before. Now it's going to get memory as well. But also all the seats are going to get upgraded with a unique Tremor leather trim bucket seats with heat and ventilated in the front, heated seat in the rear back there on those 2 outbound seats. So that's going to be upgraded. You're also going to get the leather wrapped heated steering wheel as well. So this is where you get upgraded with that feature with that steering wheel. So I think it was included. It showed it before, but this is where you get that is on this package here. Also, you're going to get the up there auto dimming rear view mirror. You're going to also get garage door openers for remotes for transmitters on the visor up there as well. Heads up display. This is where we're going to get heads up display. And because the heads up display is included here, this is where I want to have a little disclaimer right here that if you go with the 402A, just assume it's going to take longer for yours to get selected for scheduling. I know in 24 model year that has been a problem. Heads up display has been a constraint. They've been telling people if you want to get your truck faster and not wait, then go with and then try to order without the 402A. I think they need to be a heads up display delete because I like a lot of these other features and I don't feel like I need heads up display. It'd be nice if they had like an option to remove that. But anyway, that's just letting you know that's the possibility. Also upgrading the B&O audio sound system from 8 speakers to the unleashed B&O audio sound system with 14 speakers, including HD radio as well with that. And then also you get the ambient lighting that'll be ice blue that'll light up the footwells and the cup holders as well. And this is actually where you get the media bin door. So before that, you would not have the door; it'd just be open. Forgot to mention that. So that's another error that was wrong earlier. So seen a couple errors as we can tell on the images for you, which is why we go through this. So that's the 402A equipment group plus, not quite. You also get the bed utility package, you get the tow haul package, and the mobile office package are included in this, but also are available as standalone options or standalone packages, I should say, on the 401A. So let me go through. I actually pre-recorded these as well on the earlier videos. So let's play these in order. I think we'll be the mobile office package first, then the tow haul, and the bed utility package. Now let's talk about the mobile office package. Now this package is standard on King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptor. It is included on the XLT High 303A, Tremor High 402A, Lariat High 502A. It is available on the STX Mid 200A, STX FX4 201A, and also available on the XLT Standard 301A, XLT Mid 302, Tremor 401A, Lariat Mid 501A. So it's going to be available with those. So there you go. On the STX vehicles, it will come with the console work surface. So you kind of seeing that because you do get the floor console. So it's going to flip that up and allow you to put your laptop on it and work it. Also, you get the 400-watt outlets as part of this. So they're going to be one behind the console inside, and then also in the one in the bed. So in the back of the bed. So you're going to get 400-watt outlet there to be able to plug different devices in and that kind of stuff, which comes in handy. Now on the XLT, on the standard 301A, which includes all the STX features, it says, plus you'll get bucket seats. So on this, you'll get bucket seats. You'll also get the lockable rear storage for the Super Crew models with this package. So again, requires that front bucket seats there for it because they no longer are, I think, putting it on the 40-20-40. Now on the XLT Mid 302A, XLT High 303A, Tremor, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptors include XLT standard 301A features, plus you'll get the wireless charging pad. So you'll get the wireless charging pad with this package when it's included with all those others. So that's something else to note there. And then also mentioned down here as notes, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board replaces a 400-watt outlet on the Tremor, King Ranch, Platinum, 701A, Platinum, 702A, Raptor 801 and 802As. So instead of 400-watt outlet. And then also 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board will replace a 400-watt outlet as listed above when equipped with the Power Boost vehicles. So there you go. So 400-watt inverter standard beginning on XLT. So, and then, yeah, keep that in mind. You're going to have those already included. So, But that gives you a good idea, kind of that mobile office package, giving the console work surface and everything. So those are the options for that for the different trim levels. All right, so now let's talk about the tow haul package here. The tow haul package here is this is going to be standard on King Ranch Platinum. Also, it's included on Tremor High 402A. Also available on the XL, STX Mid 200A, and the STX FX4 201A, XLT Tremor 401A, and Lariat. So, and they're going to be different, a little bit different on depends on what you have here. It says so. This tow haul package is going to give you the integrated trailer brake controller. So this is where you're going to get that controller that you can, brake that and can control the gain on the brake as you're braking, which is really nice to have. Also with this package, you're going to get the 355 electronic locking rear axle. That requires the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. And then you have the 373 electronic locking rear axle with the 5.0 liter engine. But then, of course, that is already standard on the Power Boost, depending on what engine you have there. Now, you can upgrade, as you can see with this in here, to the Max Trailer Tow electronic locking. So it's available equipment. Last year, to get the tow haul package, you did require you to add the Max Tow electronic lockers, just so you're aware that might happen this year. Now that's available on the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. And then you have the 373 Max Trailer Tow electronic locking axle. Not available with the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. So you have that availability. And then this package is not available with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. So I think I covered all that in here. Make sure it's all covered. So again, that is going to be optional on about every trim level. Again, standard on King Ranch and Platinum. Now let's talk about the bed utility packages. This shows there at $635. I assume it's the same for all of them. Now, this package is standard equipment on the King Ranch, Platinum, and the Raptor. It is included also in the Tremor High 402A equipment group and available on XLT, Tremor, 401A, as well as on the Lariat trim. So on the XLT and Lariat 500A features, you're going to get the tailgate step. So that's going to allow you to be able to flip that tailgate out of the top, the step out of the top of the tailgate, I should say. Also, you're going to get the tailgate work surface. So that's going to have the ruler and everything on top of the tailgate itself. You're going to also now get, instead of the 4 pickup tie downs, you're going to get 4 plates as well on this. So those are going to go on the side. So 2 on each side of the bed for you. And you're going to get the LED box lighting as well. So that allows you to be able to turn a light on inside the bed there. So you can see kind of in the corners there that way. Also with that, for the Tremor 401As, Raptors, and then included, it says include XLT and Lariat features plus the power tailgate. So now we're going to get the power tailgate. So not only power release down, but also up for that as well. Now, on some of these, like the Tremor High 402A, Lariat Mid 501A, Lariat 502A, King Ranch, and Platinum, that will include everything we talked about, including the power tailgate, LED box lighting, all those other features. Plus, you're going to get the extended 6-inch extended running boards on the Lariat 501 and 502. Of course, not available with the longer wheelbase. And then also power deployable running boards on the King Ranch and Platinum. And then you get the Pro Access tailgate. That's the big one. Pro Access tailgate on those, giving you that tailgate where you can not only flip it down, but also you're going to be able to open it. And it will also get the tailgate work surface as well there too. So you won't get the tailgate step though. So that's one thing they don't mention in here. You'll get tailgate step. You'll lose the tailgate step. I guess it does say it right here, not included. So there you go. That is a difference there. And that is all part of the bed utility package, depending on what trim level you're looking at. Now, last thing I want to talk about, it's actually listed in here as packages, and that is the Ford BlueCruise hands-free driving for 1 year of service of $495. That's a pretty good deal because normally it costs like $800. I think they're doing that because you get 3 months for free, and so they're basically giving the other 9 months for $495 instead of $800, right? So that's not a bad deal there. So they included in here as a package on our order guide. It actually listed as a standalone option, but The BlueCruise is available on both the 401A or 402A since it comes standard. And so you can see right here, available on that. It is the BlueCruise 1.4 for this, and that is going to give you, of course, the most updated version of that. It's going to give you the lane change assist, which means you can just tap the turn signal like you normally would, tap it down, and it's going to go ahead and switch lanes when it's ready and available for you. So that we can go back and forth lanes without touching the steering wheel. Also, in-lane repositioning. So that helps kind of readjust the vehicle left or right. I've had this happen for me on the Mach-E, and that's pretty cool in how it does that. Big semi beside you. You don't want to, you're just really nervous that you're on that line. It actually readjusts you over. Which is really nice. Also enhances the hands-free driving performance, in those narrow lanes it mentions and curves, but also I've noticed in construction zone areas too. It actually works pretty well even in construction zones. So much more advanced service setup here, and it's going to come shipped with the 1.4 with you. And then, of course, for $495, you get that for 1 full year. After that, you will have to pay for a subscription to sign up that way. So, all right, so there's that. Now let's get into your standalone options at this point. Not as many as you'd have in some of the other trim levels because we are talking about a different capability of a vehicle here. Now, for one, going back to the powertrains, you will have the option of either the 5.0 liter V8 engine or the 3.5 V6 EcoBoost engine with the auto start technology as well. So there is no cost here because let me make sure it's available. Yes, it is available on both. And that the reason there's no cost is now that engine is the same cost as the 5.0. In the past, it cost more to go to the 3.5 Eco, but not anymore. It's the same price. So there's no upgrade charge. So no cost upgrade. It's just they got to pick one motor to be the standard, and that's how that kind of works there. Now, actually, before I go started gear ratios here, I did want to kind of look that up. I want to find out what that gear ratio is. Let me grab my notes here real quick. So I did kind of look that up. Now, when you go to the torsion, you get the torsion differential. You do not get an upgrade. It's still going to be 373 electronic locking regardless. So 373 is your gear ratio for that, whether you have the 5.0, the EcoBoost, or if you go with the 402A with the torsion differential there. So there you go, just to kind of clarify that. Now, moving down, let's talk about exterior features first. Only wheel option is that one there. So that is what you have. And then we do have, get a pen and mark these off. We have the tonneau pickup box cover retractable. It's $2,200. You kind of see what that looks like. So that there is available for you. Couple different. That is a factory option, so the factory will put it in for you. And that one there is available on either the 401A or 402A, but is not available with the plastic drop-in liner if you like to go with that drop-in liner. In fact, all these bed covers aren't available to drop-in liner. So the hard folding is $1,200. See what that looks like in that image there. And again, that is not available with the plastic drop-in liner, and available both 401 and 402A. And I'm going to skip down here and cover the soft folding is $590. Or just get the bed covers all taken care of. Velcro on the sides. That also not available with the plastic drop-in liner, but is available with 401 or 402A equipment group. So there you go. We do have the individual trailer tire pressure monitoring system. That's $1,185. That's actually pretty cool. It does give you sensors for all of your tires. That is considered a dealer installed option because the dealer basically would just give that to you because you would need to put them on your vehicles for you. So that way it monitors the tire pressure on all four of those. And actually you can get two more because the system will work with 6. So if you have a triple axle, you could. I think the reason they just give you 4 is because most of the F-150 will probably towing a dual axle the most, but there you go. And then does also give you, includes the 12-pin connector, it says. And anyway, so there you go. And then that's available. And it gives you the camera to put on your trailer too, that you can program that in as well. So that's a pretty cool system and setup for you. We do have the foldable pickup box bed extender, and that there is a dealer installed option. The dealer will put it in the vehicle for you. Available in the 401 or 402A equipment group, and not available with your retractable bed cover, and not available with the bed divider. So, because the bed divider would actually be in the same place that would fold into, and then the retractable cover, there's an attachment that's in the way for that to be able to fold in. So that's why it's not available. The brush guard. This is kind of cool. So, don't have any images. All right. Anyway, so I actually did a video. I saw this in person. You do have the brush guard that goes on that modular front bumper. So it does require the 402A equipment group there for you. And I believe this is a factory option. It's an accessory, but it's a factory option feature, right? Actually not shown in here. Yeah. So actually is not showing it on here at all. So, but that should be available. It does say it's a dealer installed option. Okay, that's probably why I didn't look there. So there you go, dealer installed option, and that's really cool. That brush guard, and now with that modular front bumper, you can get that and put that on the vehicle there. There you go. And then I am actually surprised that's a dealer installed option because normally those come from the factory that way. Yep, there it is. And that is, again, requires the 402A equipment group. All right, we do have the spray-in bed liner. So that is going to be done at the factory, $595 for that. And that's considered an accessory, but will be put on there. It's available on either the 401 or 402A equipment group. We also do have the illuminated Ford logo badge. So that's been pretty popular. I don't think they have a picture of that either. All right, that is a dealer installed option as well. The dealership would put it on your vehicle, available on the 401 or 402A, and it lights up that front grille. So this badge right here will be illuminated. It's pretty cool, actually. We did see that first introduced into the Lightnings, and then now a lot of people order those. Bed divider. So this should have an image of that. There you go. Bed divider. You can see why it would be in the way of this stowable or the folding bed extender. This bed divider is available. It's a dealer installed option, and should be available on both the 401 and 402A equipment group. Not available with the bed extender, the bed mat, because it would be in the way. You can see it goes all the way to the floor. Also not available with the hard or retractable bed covers. So if you want any of those, you can't get this with it. So you can always order it through Ford Accessories, though. All right, security code, keyless entry keypad. This is a big deal. Driver's side, $455. Ford is no longer including this. It's a dealer installed option now, and so the dealer would install that for you. So that's how that's done. If available on 401 or 402A equipment group, whether we like it or not, it's the way it is. Retractable rear center step, $430 for that. That is going to be done at the factory. And that is available on the 401 or 402A. And this here, let me see if we put that on there, if it'll show us the step. Wow, that just, okay. Well, now it doesn't like that at all. It's not going to even show you the bottom half of that. So if you get the bed utility package, this center step would be very valuable. I really think they really should make this to where it's only available with that, but I guess you could use it just to get things off the tailgate without opening tailgate. But it kind of works to where if you open that Pro Access tailgate, it allows you to be able to get into the bed a little bit better. And yeah, that just kind of weirded out the whole system right there. So there you go. Doesn't want you to see that because they don't probably have an image of it. All right. We do have the bed liner plastic drop in. Again, that is done at the factory, and you cannot order that with any of your bed covers, the tonneau covers, I should say, and does require the bed utility package, it says, on the 401 or 402A equipment group. So, all right. The pivot storage box by Undercover, that is available for you. $320 for that. That's a dealer installed option as well. And this is not available with your hard or retractable tonneau cover, not available with the bed divider or the bed extender, and it is available in the 401 or 402A equipment group. The bed mat removal 200. That is a dealer installed option. The dealer will put it in your vehicle for you, and that is not available with. We mentioned the bed divider earlier. Not available with the drop-in liner either, the plastic, and not available with the hard or retractable tonneau cover, but is available on the 401 or 402. There's some other things they're not available this year. All right, and then we do have the engine block heater, $190 for that, and that is a factory option there for you, and they put it on at the factory. Available in the 401 or 402A equipment group, and on this one here, it does say the front license plate bracket is required on the 5.0 liter engines when you order this. So that brings me to the next one is the front license plate bracket. It states that require front license plate. It's going to be put on, no charge to you. If you want it and you're from a state that doesn't require a front license plate, it's optional equipment, but it's a no charge option. They should install it for you at no charge either. All right. Moving down, the window air deflector, the side one, that's 160. That is a dealer installed option. The dealership will put it on for you. Available on the 401 or 402A equipment group. Kind of see what that looks like right there. We do have the front and rear molded splash guards without the wheel lip. That's a 150. I don't think there's an image of that. There's not. That's a dealer installed option as well, and it's available on the 401 or 402A equipment group. We have the tailgates badging back here. So that's going to fill in the black letters on the back of the tailgate, $100 for that. And that is a dealer installed option as well. So the dealership will put those decals on the vehicle for you. Available on just the 401A. It's not available on the 402A. My thinking is that it comes with the 402A and it just wasn't listed up above. It's not listed. But I assume it must come with it. That's why it wouldn't be available. So that's my take on that. And I'm probably right. All right. The bed cargo net horizontal is $85. I don't think they have an image of that. Nope. That's a dealer installed option. That's a net. They probably just give it to you so you can use it when you need to. Available in the 401 or 402A equipment group. Now, by the way, that brush guard earlier I mentioned is only available on the 402A because it does require that front bumper. Maybe I did tell you that. Anyway. All right. Wheel lock kit. There he is. That is a dealer installed option. So make sure the dealership installs that for you. So what this does is this is going to take one of your locking lug nuts or one of the lug nuts off each of the wheels and put a locking one on. Have the dealership do that. They should do that free of charge for you. Available in the 401A or 402A equipment group. The spare tire lock. This is also a dealer installed option. So we didn't mention earlier that today that little opening where you lower the spare tire down, that's not a lock anymore. It's not standard equipment with the lock. They're trying to cover costs, and this is a way that, hey, people that want it, they can add it for $80. So this is how you do that, and the dealer would install it. Available on the 401A or 402A. The bed tailgate lock by McGuard. So it's $50. Available in the 401A equipment group because it's not available with the bed utility package because of the power tailgate up and down. So that is not available with that. So that's going to lock it down. So that way, if you want to put the tailgate down and you want to remove it, people could take it. This will lock it into place. So that is a dealer installed option for you. So, and that was over here. All right. Moving down, twin panel moonroof. It doesn't have a price for it here. In fact, let's go up to the packages and let's do something. Let's highlight that because there are a couple of things down here that we need to talk about that are require 402A, and that is one of them. Okay. Nope. Now it just totally moved them around on me. Where'd they go? Moonroof. $14.95 for the moonroof. Does require the 402A equipment group. That is a factory option. There you go. And then also we do have the winch. 9220 does require that modular front bumper. So you can get the Warren winch on there. Does it give us an image of that? No, it does not. So that is going to be done. It's a Ford accessory, but they will be done. Actually, that's a dealer installed option. It'll be shipped to the dealership, and the dealership will put on your vehicle. It does require the 402A equipment group. Let's add that and see if it shows us an image of that. Does not. It's going to go on the front, right about there. Anyway, there you go. All right, and let's see what else. And then moving to the interior. Let's get to some of the interior options. We do have the in-vehicle safe by Console Vault, $430. That there is available in the 401 or 402A equipment group. See what that looks like right there. So that is going to be done at the dealer installed option. Ash cup with lighter. That is a dealer installed option available in the 401 or 402A. So it's going to come with the little cup and an ash and a thing for if you smoke. Dealer installed option. There's also one down here. This ash cup with coin holder. That doesn't come with a lighter. So that's also a dealer installed option. And then that is also available on the 401 or 402A equipment group. Also available through Ford Accessories. That's how I would probably get it. First aid kit with the Ford logo. You can see what that looks like. That is also a dealer installed option available on the 401 or 402A. you need to keep these to a minimum. The more of these items you add to your vehicle, they have to all be in stock at the same time to have it scheduled for production. Because once it's produced and it's shipped out, they take those parts that are at the factory and they ship them to the dealer. So it's always a good idea. If there's something that doesn't really take an install, that's not difficult, just order it through Ford Accessories. Don't put it on your build. Just a warning. I've been doing this for over 22 years now, and I've learned a few secrets to getting my vehicles built quickly, and that is one of them right there. So I encourage you to do that. And then the only one that I have is a floor liner. So it is not shown on this because, again, floor liners doesn't say it in here. Evidently, floor liners must be included in a 402A because it's showing that floor liners are available on either one of your trim levels, but for some reason they were not giving us a price. Let's try this again. Still not giving us a price. I'm not sure how much the floor liners are, but included the carpeted mats because they want you to have those. That is a factory option. They'll put it in your vehicle for you. But there you go. There's that. So that is all of our options there. So there's all of our standard equipment, the different equipment groups and packages and standalone options in one video. Hope you guys got a lot of information from that. Again, feel free to move around the video using those timestamps. And a couple different, we have to do a YouTube special. There's timestamp. We'll talk about that in a second. Go ahead and click on that if you want to order from us and get a really good deal, I think. But whether you order from us or your local dealer, make sure you have a couple ordering tips that I do on all my videos. If you watch this, you probably could kick off by now. But here's some things to keep in mind when you go to place that order. Now, when you first place that order with your dealer, they're going to have an order sheet they're going to print off for you and show you, are these the right options you wanted? Here is the MSRP price on that. They're going to actually ask you to sign that so they can place their order. Something else you want them to have to do is have them have a buyer's order that they also put on there that actually has the selling price that they're going to sell a vehicle to you when it comes in. Make sure you get that as well. Get a copy of that. They'll probably have you sign that because that is something else required by Ford, is that they have both of those to submit that order. But that is a great opportunity for you to take that and go, I want to know, what are you going to price? Are you going to stick to MSRP? Are you going to mark it up over MSRP for me? What is that price going to be? Please put that on there before I sign this. Also, can you put any dealer fees or anything else that you're going to charge me when that vehicle comes in? I don't want to be surprised when the vehicle comes in. Have them put that on that order sheet as well. Our dealer fee is $495. We're very transparent about it. Nothing else is added. We do a lot of aftermarket stuff, but only if you want to. Nothing is going to be required at McArthur. So that's something else you want to make sure that they do, and that they know about price protection, which means, let's say there's a price increase from the time you ordered before it comes in. It takes about 3 months at the very quickest to get one of these. Once you time you order it, even if it gets scheduled right away, it'll get scheduled for 2 months out, and then it'll take a month for it to show up. Sometimes there are price increases that happen from Ford, but Ford will honor the price that it was when you order the vehicle. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, they will honor that, and they will reimburse the dealership back the difference of that on the invoice. And there's even adjusted invoice that they know, hey, this was a retail ordered vehicle. So here is what the adjusted invoice would have been when they ordered it. So they can go ahead and justify and know what they are doing and account for that, because they get the money about 45 days later. So make sure they know about price protection as well. It should be what it was when you ordered the vehicle, not what it is when it comes in. Also, the incentives. Incentives can change as well. You can lock in the incentives. So Ford sees when you order the vehicle, and they protect those incentives. So it's called the protect date on the Smart Vincent, is where dealers pull incentives. So when that vehicle comes in, you can have them look at the protect date incentives. What were they when I ordered? And then what are they now? And you actually get to pick one or the other as the customer. And Ford does that. They will match that. So you get to choose one or the other. So make sure they know about incentive protection as well. All right. Now let's get into our special. So our YouTube special is pretty easy. We're going to do the same thing we did last year. Invoice pricing. If you order a vehicle with us, make sure you mention that you saw this on YouTube. You get invoice pricing from us. Whether you finance a vehicle with us or not, you can get invoice pricing from McArthur as a YouTube special. If you'd like to save a little bit of money, if you finance the vehicle with us, if you plan to finance it anyway, if you finance with us, we usually use Ford lending, or Ford credit, I should say. We can also look at other lenders, but if you finance with us, we'll also discount the vehicle $1,000. So, and that $1,000 you can use to help come get it, or to have it shipped to you. So you can use that towards that cost. We're just going to lower it $1,000. You still take care of both of those on your own. Or if you're going to ship it, then we can actually just deduct it off of the deal right then to make it easier, so you have less expenses that way. But if you want to travel in, you might actually be able to do it in less than $1,000. And then you just get that $1,000 discount. So we try to make that nice and easy instead of having to do receipts and everything else like that. So there's a couple specials for you. If you make sure you mention that, easiest way to do that, if you want to take us up on that offer, is go to our website. Go ahead and go to our build and price. Build it out how you want to based on the information you found out in this video. Once you submit that, it'll put your name, phone number, email address. There's a comments put in there. You want the YouTube special, which is, invoice pricing in there. Put that in the comments, and then that way they know you have the special, and they know also what you want, how you want it built. It makes it smooth and easy for us to go and get that ordered and get the signatures that we need, and then have it taken care of real nice and easy for you. We like to make things easy. Anyway, if you want to do that, reach out to us if you'd like. Other than that, we have one more video to watch or to record yet, the Raptor. So make sure you stay tuned. Bell notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the videos for that. And I think that's all we have. Till the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.